Yo, what's going on? Your boy Ghost here, and today I am bringing you guys a settings video. Now, this video was requested of me by a subscriber, and I was actually a little hesitant to make this, but I realized that my settings video is a little bit outdated, and since that time, I've grown a little bit more, and maybe some of you guys are wondering what my settings are as well. Maybe not, but it doesn't hurt to make this video, because at the end of the day, I want to help you guys improve, and these settings could potentially do that. Now, we'll say a little disclaimer. For one, these settings won't automatically improve your game. At the end of the day, settings are personal preference. Maybe this could help guide you to your perfect settings, but by no means am I guaranteeing like instant results by using my settings. This is my settings. This is what makes me a good player. This is what makes me feel comfortable when I play. And yeah. Also, I will be putting timestamps in the pinned comment to go if you want to skip over to specific settings, because the way I do my settings videos is I do a little I try to explain why I use certain settings, and I try to give you my thought process as to why I use it and why it's better than some settings. But yeah, it's not like the traditional I put it up for at the beginning of the video and then do a gameplay. Nah, we're gonna go over it. So again, make sure to go check out the timestamps if you want to see specific ones, and let's get into it. And here we have my button layout, dead zone, sensitivities, and curve type, or aim response curve type. Now these to me are probably one of the more important set of settings I'm going to show you in this video, because they literally dictate how you play and how you can perform. Now button layout is again probably personal preference, and for me, stick and move is by far the most comfortable button layout to use. And I know it seems a little non-traditional, because when you're playing Boots on the Ground Call of Duty, more than likely the two most common button layouts is default and tactical. But BO3 was the time I switched from normal or default to stick and move for the sake of being able to exo jump better, and it's just stuck with me since then. And I feel very comfortable with it, and I will never change, even if I get a scuff or a battle beaver. And also, that's another reason why I wanted to use stick and move, is because it allows for me to be able to substitute the fact that I don't have those modified controllers that gives me paddles in the back. My dead zone is default. Honestly, I tend to not try to mess with that dead zone stuff because I really don't understand it. I think it helps with stick drift or something, but I'm misinformed on that, so that's why I tend to stay away from that. And in most CODs, not most CODs, all CODs, I have it at default, or in all video games I have it like default or low. It's just something I don't like to mess around with, so I just leave it at default. My sensitivity is a 6.6, and that's because low sense means more accuracy. Now that is actually true. If you have a high sense, you're bound to miss more shots, and I have spent time using a high sense. I used to run like 10-10 or something like that, and it was cool for snapping on and having fast pace, but I guess turns and whatnot. It made movement seem a little bit faster, but I don't know. To me, 6.6 is just my bread and butter. It allows for me to be very accurate, and I don't feel slow. Now 7.7, sometimes I run it if I feel like I want to be a little bit more faster, but I don't know. For me, the default sense is going to be 6.6, 7.7, no matter what COD. I don't know. Give it a try. I can go on and on about high sense versus low sense, but low sense, I will say, does definitely make your accuracy better. Now for my ADS sensitivity, the low zoom is a 0.90. That's also kind of up in the air. I think if you go high sense, you go lower ADS, and if you have a lower sense, you go higher. And I just got out at a 0.90. It feels comfortable to me. I don't know if I was to maybe go to a 0.95, would it be better? Maybe I should experiment with that, but I don't really like messing too much with my settings because I don't want to mess up my game flow. And then for my high zoom, it's at 1.20. Again, I don't really know the difference on that. I just have it at 1.20. I hit my snipes. I hit my shots with one of those more scoped in sights, so I'm chilling. My aim response curve, though, this one's a little bit more controversial. Not controversial, but a little bit more toss up in the air. I use dynamic, but to be fair, I really don't know what the difference is between linear, normal, and dynamic. That's all just placebo, I think. There was some talks about dynamic being better than normal, or that dynamic gave you more aim assist or whatever. But to be honest, for me, the reason why I started using dynamic was because at one point Warzone was you lost aim assist so much, it was super frustrating. And so I don't know why I thought dynamic would help me. It didn't actually help me, but I just never took it off, and so here we are. But yeah, That being said, man, let's get into the next set of settings. And here we have the aim assist, and that, to be honest, is like the only real important setting from this list. The one other thing I will say from that list alone would be the contextual tap, but I'm like 99% sure most of you guys, if not all you guys who are watching this video, already running it, so that's, you know, whatever. But for the aim assist, I use standard, nothing too crazy. I don't really understand the other ones, and standard just feels the best. I think I attempted to use a different one a long time ago, but not even at Warzone. I just stick with standard. It works best for me, and more than likely it works best for you. So there's nothing too crazy there. But that being said, now let's get into the other settings. And here we have my movement settings, which I consider to be one of the more important set of settings that you will find in any settings video. And I'm going to go over 3 specific settings from that category. But I'm going to quickly just go over one, which is the parachute auto deploy. If you do not have that turned off, you are costing, man, because listen, if you have it turned on, you'll be able to land quicker and just better, and you know, you could potentially beat some people to weapons in certain situations when you're landing in, and it allows you to get a free kill. But listen, most of you guys probably already have the settings, so don't even worry about it. Now, one setting that, or this next setting that I'm going to talk about, is very important, and I feel like more people are starting to get on the wave, but I feel like some of you guys are still stuck in the old wave, and that is the slide behavior. Now, if you have hold to slide, you are really selling. Holding the slide is just not good, man, and slide canceling, which it being one of the more important aspects of the game, it completely messes you up, because holding the slide makes it so you slide cancel the improper way, which is where you slide, you hold the slide, and then you aim in to cancel your slide. That is not the right way to do it. And if you have tap to slide, you're gonna be doing the proper slide cancel, which is the one you're seeing right now, as you see me demonstrating. Not really, well, yeah, I guess demonstrating here. But you know, you already know slide cancel is a very important part of the game. It allows for you to get from point A to point B quicker. It's a better way to just move around the map. And you know what I'm saying, if you can't properly do it, you're not doing yourself any favors. Now, the next setting is more of a well-being setting for your controller, and that is auto tac sprint. My bad. This setting for me, I primarily use it to save my controller, because I'm very like rough on my left analog stick, and I've gone through so many controllers in my lifespan of playing Call of Duty, because I've been so rough on that left analog. But auto tac sprint has completely changed it for me, man. I've been able to take care of my controls a lot better, because I don't have to press on it as hard, and it gives you an extra movement boost. And if you don't believe me, the Pro League, the competitive players, they've actually GA'd, or I guess technically banned, auto tac sprint from being used in competitive play, because it actually does help your movement. And you know what I'm saying, you could make it so you can abuse it in a way. It does, like, after you slide cancel, like, instead of having to press down and continuing your sprint, all you have to do is press up, and you're like in a constant double sprint motion. You like slide cancel, and then you run again, and it's like never ending pattern, but it allows for you to move very quickly. But yeah, those are very important settings to me. Honestly, if you guys do not have them, try them out, try to get used to them, because I guarantee you, movement wise, it will definitely help you improve. But with that being said, let's get into the next set of settings. And here are my brightness and colorblind settings. Now, to be honest with you, these are all personal preference. If you're actually truly colorblind, you got to find your own setting. Some people like to use colorblind settings just to have different colors on their teammates' names or icons or whatever. I just don't care. Red dots is red dots to me. It is what it is. Not too special. Brightness, though, I wish actually helped me. If I go too high on brightness, it makes my game kind of look weird, and in like recordings, it looks awful. If I go too low, it's gonna negatively impact my gameplay, because this game, like Warzone's brightness is just terrible. Rose skin runs king. Like, if you're in Superstore and there's a rose skin, it's just, I'm not gonna get into that. But anyway, there's nothing too special there. But that being said, we're gonna get into my last set of settings. And here we have my audio settings. Now, we already know that in Warzone, audio is a very important factor to playing the game. Being able to hear people's footsteps is very important. And, you know, a good headset will probably help you already in itself be able to hear more. But, you know, if you wanted to maximize your hearing ability, these are the settings to use. Now, for the audio preset, it's going to be definitely boost high. I've seen some people use boost low, but for sure the universal usage of the audio mix is boost high or boost low. Trust me, those are the best to use. It just helps. And if you don't have it already, try it out. I'm guaranteeing you it will change your world. For your master volume, this one's a little bit tricky because for me, I use 100 simply because, I don't know, I feel like if I go a little too low, it might mess up my hearing. And with this whole PlayStation, how like the audio mixes with the party, it's a little weird. But maybe if I one day get like a better headset with like a mixer or something, I might have to lower it because I don't want to completely destroy my ears. If you think 100 is too much, go between like 75 to like 90 so you can minimize the strain on your ears. But when really that's something you should figure out on your own. I can't really tell you what's going to be your perfect combination, but for me, 100, this is what I rock. Now for music, this is something that might seem minimal to you guys, but music is very distracting in game. I went back, I'm not sure if it does it now, but I have my music to 0, right? And that's because I remember seeing a clip of, you know, my gameplay back in the day when Warzone first came out, and I noticed that there was music being played in the last circle when I was trying to win the game, and it's like, that's so distracting. And I'm like, I couldn't hear that, like if I had that music playing in my ear, just annoying me, distract me. It would kind of break my concentration. And maybe it does that to you too. Maybe turn it off, see how you feel. I know some of you guys like the pre-game music, man, but I'm telling you, man, it's not that big of a deal, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the Black Ops 2 nostalgic theme, alright? You know what I'm saying? Just turn it off. Trust me. And lastly, for the effects volume, that's at a 75 because, I don't know, for some reason, Modern Warfare had this tendency to make the precision airstrike very loud. And every time it just gets called in, even if it's not at you, it's just very loud for no reason. So I toned it down to 75 because I hated hearing it at loud volume, especially when I used to play multiplayer. Oh my god. But anyways, that's it, man. Hopefully these settings can help you find your best settings, or even maybe if you do decide to mimic my settings, hopefully it helps you find some success in your own way. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe and turn on post notifications. And if you found this video useful, like it. But with that being said, man, I'm out. Peace.